The African Outer Space Program came, and it is one of the flagship of the African Union. If you don't know, the African Union Commission is the secretariat of the African Union. And this secretariat has the responsibility to implement all the decisions made by the head of state and government of the 55 countries. And before even implementing, the Commission advises the said head of state and government. And whatever they will make as decision, the Commission has to implement it. Therefore, we have a secretariat role. We do not have a decision role. All we put in place is the decision made by the states, therefore the member state of the African Union. And among the programs of the African Union, you have some flagship programs. To speak simply, they are critical and very important programs. And space is one of these programs. And as I said previously, space didn't come from nowhere. Space is one of the African science, technology, and innovation strategy for Africa, what we call STISA 2024. And the African space policy and strategy have been developed upon the request coming from head of state and governments, and it has been adopted in 2016. As I said, the outer space should be considered as a system. Space policy and strategy is part of the outer space program. I want to make it clear. In a space program, you have the policy component, you have the regulatory component, you have the programmatic component, so on, so on, so on. Depending on the priorities and the interest of each country, they may have several clusters. And I will go through the African Outer Space Program, what we have done, what remains to be done, and what is our proposal for the way forward. 4 segments: Earth observation, satellite communication, navigation, positioning, astronomy, and space science per se, are considered as the big segment of the African Outer Space Program, and this is embedded in the African Space Policy and Strategy. Innovation in space arena and in all kinds of science and technology arena, innovation is coming from or thanks to 3 bodies. The public service should, create the environment, but 2 key partners are really contributing to the innovation. The academia doing the training, the research and development, and the private sector transforming the findings from research and development to products or services to address the market's needs. That is very, very important. Academia always training critical human resources for private sector to have talented and experienced employees to deliver.